Maybe you just got a new keyboard for your birthday, maybe you set a New Year's resolution that this is the year you're going to finally learn, or maybe you're just tired of telling people you wish you could play. Whatever the reason, you're here. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step plan for your first 7 days of learning piano. We're going to cover what to learn, how to practice, and the one thing you need to do to guarantee you don't quit. I have a degree in piano and music education, I've owned a music school, and I've taught thousands of students, and I can tell you that what you do in this first week will determine whether you succeed or fail. I've also put this entire 7-day plan into a free guide so you can follow along every single day. Find it in the link of the description of this video. All right, now let's get started. Welcome to day 1. Today, we're not even going to touch the piano. We're going to talk about the single most important instrument you have, your mind. Fender, one of the biggest guitar companies in the world, did a study and found that 90% of new players quit within the first year. And with piano, it's the same story. Why? It's not because it's too hard or because they don't have talent. It's because they talk themselves out of their own success. They believe they're too old or not musical or that they don't have the time. That's a myth. Your brain is perfectly capable of learning piano at any age. The only thing holding you back is the story you tell yourself. So today, we're going to rewrite that story. I do this exercise with every single one of my students and it works. It's called the letter to your future self. I want you to take out a piece of paper or open a note on your phone and write a letter to yourself 90 days from now. In this letter, describe what your life looks like now that you started learning the piano. How does it feel to sit down after a long day and just play something? And then make some commitments. Tell your future self, I showed up 5 days a week. I learned a few simple songs that I actually love. I didn't quit when it got hard. And be specific as you can. The more vivid and real you make it, the more powerful it is. This isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a proven psychological tool. When you write down a clear vision of who you want to become, you are more likely to actually become that person. Now here's the part most people skip, and it's the most important part. Once you've written your letter, don't just put it in a drawer and forget about it. Tape it to your bathroom mirror, put a copy on your fridge, set it on top of your piano, and then go into your phone right now and set a daily reminder, something simple like read your piano letter. So it pops up every single day. Because here's the truth, it is so easy to fall away from your goals. Life gets busy, motivation dips, and before you know it, weeks have gone by and you haven't practiced. This letter in the places you can't ignore is what keeps you accountable. That's day 1. Day 2, schedule your practice. This is where the dream becomes a plan. I want you to look at your calendar and block out your practice time for the entire week. Ideally, you want to practice at least 4 times a week. Anything less than that and your progress will be frustratingly slow. It doesn't have to be long, even 20 minutes a day is enough to make real progress. I have a student who works a full-time job. He just wakes up 20 minutes earlier every morning to practice. He's not putting in hours and hours, but he's consistent, and his progress has been incredible. So at this point, take out your calendar and mark in when you can practice the piano. Treat the practice sessions like appointments you can't cancel. Because here's the thing, motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what actually gets you to the piano. Schedule it, commit to it, and show up. Day 3, learn the keys. It is finally time to meet the piano, and I want to start with something that is going to make this so much easier than you think. The musical alphabet only has 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it goes right back to A again. That pattern repeats all the way up and down the piano. Now, the easiest way to find any note is by using the black keys as your landmark. Look at the black keys on your piano. You'll notice they come in groups of 2s and then 3s. Then the 2s and 3s are repeating all over the piano. You see that? Underneath each set of 2 is always C, D, E. So underneath this set of 2, you can always remember that C is on the left side, D is right in the middle, and E is on the right side. And then underneath the set of 3 is always F on the left side, G on the middle left, A on the middle right, and B on the far right. Now that we've got that, your task today is simple. Find every single C on the piano like this. We'll find the lowest one, look for your set of 2. We're just going to go up the piano. And this also happens to be a C as well. Then you're going to do that for the next note. D, go all the way up. E, and keep going up, and do that with every single note. Now, I have to say something, and I get this question a lot, and I mean this with love. If you have ever put those little stickers on your piano keys that labels them, take them off right now. I'm serious. Those stickers are one of the worst things you can do for your progress. Your brain will never actually learn the notes because it will always rely on the sticker as a crutch. You are not learning, you're just reading labels. And if you don't know your keys, you are not going to be able to play well. You're just not. It is not as hard as you think. You just need to practice it. So that's what today is for. And to help you, I've put together a 7-day piano starter plan that you can find linked in the description of this video. It has everything you need to drill the notes until they're second nature and more. So go grab it after you watch. Day 4 is quick but crucial. Learn your finger numbers. In piano, we have our fingers 1 through 5. Your thumb is 1, your index finger is 2, middle's 3, ring is 4, and your pinky is 5. This is universal. You need this forever, even as a pro, so don't skip it. So your task today is hold up your hands and say the numbers out loud. That's it. Quiz yourself, wiggle some fingers, and ask yourself what finger it is. Day 5 is where the magic happens. Today you're going to learn your first 4 chords. C major, G major, A minor, and F major. Why these 4? Because with just these 4 chords, you can play literally thousands of songs. Let It Be by the Beatles, I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, Someone Like You by Adele, No Woman No Cry, With or Without You, thousands of songs with just 4 chords. This is the path most traditional piano teachers never show you. They have you playing kiddie songs and scales for years before you ever touch anything you recognize. We are not doing that. We're going straight to the music you actually want to play. So let's learn them one at a time. C major is always the notes C, E, G. G major is always the notes G, B, D. A minor is always A, C, E. And F major is always F, A, C. Now let's talk about your left hand. For now, your left hand is going to do something simple. It's going to play what we call fifths. Basically, your left hand will play the chord, but leave out the middle note. So for example, with C major, we'll play just C and G like this. I've got C major in my right hand with C, E, G, but in my left hand, I'm just gonna play C and G, and I'm not gonna play that middle note. Or another example is when I play G major, I'll play G, B, D, but in my left hand, I'm just gonna play G and D and leave out the middle note. So in the end, when we play with both hands, it'll look like this. C major, G major, A minor to F major. I know that might sound like a lot right now, but here's the good news. You don't need to memorize all of this today. Your task for today is just to find each chord one at a time and get comfortable with where your fingers go. Go slowly, there's no rush. The goal is just to get your hands familiar with these shapes. Day 6 is all about one thing, getting from one chord to the next with no fidgeting. This is honestly the most important skill you will learn this entire week. Because here's the thing, you can know all 4 chords perfectly when you're sitting still, but the moment you have to move from one to the next in real time while a song is playing, that's where most beginners fall apart. So today we're going to fix that before it becomes a habit. We're going to do this with an exercise I call the chord ladder. Here's how it works. With just your right hand, you're going to play C major going up the piano. You can do it just a few times. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to move up the piano like this. C major to C major. Then you can practice it with the other chords. So you could start with G major, moving up like this. And then with A minor, of course, you'll do it not as fast as me, I'm just showing you. And then you'll do F major. But for a beginner, just hold it for 4 beats like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going. Level 2 of this is adding your left hand and doing both with the fifths that we just mentioned. So that would look like this, starting with C major. I've got C major in my right hand. I've got my fifths in my left hand, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll do that with all 4 of your chords, C, G, A minor, F. Now here's what I want you to notice as you do this. Your fingers should be moving directly from one chord to the next, with no pausing. No looking around, no adjusting one finger at a time. The whole hand moves together. If you find yourself fidgeting, fixing one finger and then another, then slow it down even more. It's better to go painfully slow and land cleanly than rush and be sloppy. Your only goal today is to play through all 4 chord ladders, up and down, for the full 20 minutes. It might feel repetitive, and that's the point. This is how you build the muscle memory that will unlock every song you want to play. You made it to day 7. And today is the day everything comes together. You're going to play a real song. But before we do, I want to introduce you to one more tool that is going to change the way you learn piano forever. It's called a chord chart. A chord chart is basically a roadmap for a song. Instead of a complicated sheet music with every single note written out, a chord chart just shows you the chords and where they change right above the lyrics. It is so much simpler, and it's exactly how most working musicians learn songs. The best place to find chord charts for free is a website called ultimateguitar.com. Go to that website and search for any song you want to learn. You will find the lyrics with the chord names sitting right above them, so you always know exactly which chord to play and when to switch. Today we're going to use a chord chart to play I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. If you search for it on Ultimate Guitar, you'll see it right away, and look at the chords C, G, A minor, F. Sound familiar? Those are the exact 4 chords you learned this week. That is not a coincidence. These 4 chords are everywhere in popular music, so let's play it. Like I said, I'm going to play the chord where it lines up with the lyrics like this. Just like that, you're going to start slowly. Don't worry about the rhythm yet. Just focus on finding each chord and moving to the next one cleanly. Now try adding a little rhythm. You'll play the chord until the next one arrives. Even just playing each chord once per beat is enough to make it sound like a real song. It might not be perfect today, and that is completely okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can do this. That in just 7 days, you went from knowing nothing about the piano to playing a real song that you actually recognize. And if this took you more than a week, that's perfectly fine. Everyone moves at their own pace. The point is, you now have a path. You know the keys, you know the chords, you know how to find any song on a chord chart. And from here, the only direction is forward. So there you have it. Your exact 7-day plan to start learning piano. If you followed along, you've already made more progress than most people do in their first month. And one last time, I've turned this entire plan into a free printable guide with a checklist for every single day. Find it in the link in the description of this video. Now that you've learned your first 4 chords, I recommend watching this video next. I break down the 5 most common chord progressions in all of popular music using these 4 chords you learned today. So click the video on the screen to watch that now. I'm Caitlin, and this is Pianoly, and if this video helped you, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.